7 Bar Productions, and today we're going to install on our 2020 Jeep Gladiator the BadgeGlow LED BadgeGlow system for our trail rated badge. Basically going to put a white light behind that trail rated badge, kind of give a little bit of extra glow and extra uniqueness. So I'm going to go through, show you step by step how to do it, and we'll get started. So I found this on the internet. It's BadgeGlow from badgeglow.com. It's basically a LED backlighting system for your trail rated badge on your Jeep Wrangler or Jeep Gladiator. So they come in different colors. I decided to get white. I thought white would look good with my white Jeep, and also the red on the trail rated badge. I didn't want to get red, thought it might be a little bit too much, but they come in all different colors. I think they have white, they have green, they have blue. All right, so I got this from badgeglow.com. See if you can see that there. All right, that is basically a little white accent disc that goes behind the trail rated badge on Jeep Wranglers and Jeep Gladiators. I got this in white. It's gonna go right behind my red trail rated badge. I think that'll be a good contrast. They come in different colors. You can get blue, green, white, red. So there's a bunch of different colors. You can go to badgeglow.com and see what different colors they have and see what color you like. I think this thing was like $24.95. Real fast shipping. I ordered it. They got it to me in a couple of days. So anyway, we're gonna install this and see how it goes. I'm going to put it on. We're gonna wire it up to the front headlights so that it'll come on every time the headlights come on. And I'll show you how to do that as well. And we'll get started. I'll show you what you're gonna need, everything you're gonna need to do it, and we'll get it on. Okay, so here are some of the tools and things that you're gonna need to install this. You're gonna need your BadgeGlow system, obviously, that's the thing we're putting on. Some extra speaker wire, some splices to splice in the wires, some cable ties to make it nice and neat, crimpers, wire cutters, pair of wire strippers, 3/8 inch drive ratchet with a T40 Torx bit on it. That's to take the cowl off. You're gonna need a set of drill bits. We're gonna drill into it so we can run the wires. So we're gonna drill right behind where that trail rated badge is. Some fishing line to take the trail rated badge off, and then also obviously a drill to drill what we need. If fishing line is not working, I highly recommend one of these. Is a trim piece removal tool. You can use it all inside the interior. It's great for little things that you want to do without scraping the paint and tearing everything up. So we're going to put this little trim piece removal tool right behind here and see if we can wedge this thing off. Just kind of keep working it back and forth on different areas. Alright, starting to come up, and there we have it. Alright, so trail rated badge is off. We're going to clean this up, draw a hole in there, get it put back on with our badge. Okay, we got that all cleaned up, so now we're going to get this front cowl off. That way it'll give us somewhere, once we drill our hole in there, fish the wires through here, we'll be able to run them up through the cab and be able to see them. here comes the nervous part. I'm going to drill a hole right in the middle. That way our wires can pass through. We've already got the cowl undone, so we're going to pass the wires through here, get them up running up to the headlight. Just try to find the center. Now, something I learned from another YouTuber, thank you Adventure Decks, was if you have some touch-up paint, put some touch-up paint around this to keep from rusting. Now, I don't have any white touch-up paint, but I do have some leftover blue from a previous vehicle, so I'm just going to kind of coat this bare metal in here with some touch-up paint, and that should keep everything from rusting out. Alright, as you can see, we got our wire come through here, came through the cowl. The way that I did it is basically got a clothes hanger, fished it in behind here, grabbed the wire, pulled it out through here, and now we can kind of pull it up and we'll start running it through here. Alright, so first things first, you get this adhesive backing off of here. Tear it in half there. Make sure you don't lose your wire on this side. Pull it all the way through. And try to get it as center as you can. And press real hard. Alright, next thing we're going to do is run our wires to the cab. Let me get to this side over here. There we go. Alright, so right there where the blue paint is on the connector, that's the one that goes to the headlights. That's the one we're going to pull out and we're going to tap into it. Okay, if you'll notice on here, you've got a black ground and you have a white with blue stripe. The white with blue stripe is your low beams. Your green and white stripe is your high beams. So we're going to tap into the low beams. We're going to splice in these wires into the low beams. So something I discovered on the first day was that it was really hard to splice in those wires directly into the LED headlight wires. So I remembered that I had this piece. Now this piece used to be off of a radar detector blend mount, basically a wire tap for tapping into your rear view mirror pins. It's got these small mini pins on the end and just regular wire that I cut off the little telephone connection on the end of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to splice this into the wire coming from the BadgeGlow, and these pins are basically just going to push into the back side of the LED connector, the light connector for the headlights, and that way I don't have to splice into the wires and have to worry about cutting them and everything else. So let me get this wired up real quick. Okay, we've got the wiring pretty much done, and something I remembered that I had laying around in my garage was this wire loom stuff. Now this stuff is real cheap. You get it at the auto parts store, but it's perfect for putting up underneath the hood, kind of protect the wires a little bit. It's not waterproof. It just has this little slit in it so that you can put the wires through it, but it will kind of protect the wires from rubbing up against things and getting hot. So recommend definitely going and getting this stuff. I'm going to run this through pretty much right through here and then kind of bring it down and get it close over to where the headlights are. Some of you may notice that I'm wearing a different shirt today, different hat, and that's because the other day kind of messed up on something and wanted to share my experience with you, and that way you know what to expect and know what to something you might get into. But the bottom line is, when I went to splice in the connector, I tried to splice in the wires directly into the headlight wires for the low beams. Well, unfortunately, I kept cutting and kept cutting and kept trying to get the butt connectors to work, and that didn't work so well. So I ended up actually cutting the connector that goes into the headlight too short. And bottom line is, for about 4 days, I've been driving without any front headlight. So I went on eBay and started looking around, and I found this. And there is a guy that makes this, and I will put the link to this on the YouTube page. But anyway, this is a new connector. This plugs into the LED headlights, and then you've got your 4 leads for your low beams and your high beams, just like the factory one. Gets you plenty of wire to mess with. And so now that I have this, I'm gonna plug this in. I'm gonna put in the 2 wires, but I also have now a different idea how I want to do it, because I want to put those mini pins and plug those mini pins into here instead of actually splicing the wire in. So I think that'll work a lot better. So let's get to installing this and see if we can't get this thing to work. All right, we've got everything all wired up. It's a little bit loosely in there. I didn't want to tie loose ends up just yet. I want to make sure everything works first of all. Ended up going with the mini pins, splicing them directly in line. The mini pins didn't fit into the connectors. They wouldn't give enough long enough connection to go into the connectors to make a metal on metal contact. So I ended up just splicing them in line with the wires. So we'll go back, I'm gonna put some tape on that. We'll zip tie everything up and kind of get it nice and cleaned up. But let's find out if this is actually going to work. All right, so you can see we've got the trail rated badge with the BadgeGlow behind it. All right, so we've got it wired up to the headlights, so the headlights are on. Should see. And there we have it. It is lit up with the headlights. So we'll give it a little video tonight, see how it looks at night. But right now, I'm just happy that everything's working correctly like it should. All right, just want to show y'all everything is cleaned up a little bit. Basically using this wire loom again, stuffed all the wires in here, wrapped it with some electrical tape. So nice and secure, won't be pulling out. Also comes, it keeps it a little bit of water out of there. So now all that's left to do is just plug it in, zip tie it, and secure it to some different places, and we're ready to roll.